Hey, so I would like to talk about Dani Leigh's new song. So maybe the YouTube algorithm is fucking with me because I feel like I've already talked about the fact that I'm not a Dani Leigh fan. Personally, I saw the tweets that were anti-black, and there's just really something that strikes me deep in my core. You guys, if you don't know, I do have a lot of beef with the Latinx community, Hispanic community, whatever, and their anti-blackness. That's a big deal for me. So if I find a Latina person who has voiced anti-blackness, I'm not a fan. So maybe the YouTube algorithm's just fucking with me. Like, I don't know why they would recommend her video to me, but I'm just gonna give my little 2 cents about it. I watched it. I hope that Dani Leigh, gets therapy. And I don't think that she needs therapy because there's anything wrong with her. I think all of her opinions are valid. I actually respect them. I don't want her to get therapy because she needs to change. The reason I hope Dani Leigh gets therapy is because when I listened to her song and I heard it says the song is called something that's like "You're Dead to Me," right? And she talks about how her father. I think the song is talking about DaBaby, who is the father of her baby. He's like a rapper. Now, the song, she talks about her father didn't like him, her brother wants to fight him. You know, her whole family basically does not like DaBaby. That's not surprising. What he did to her was very wrong. Like, no matter how I might feel about Dani Leigh and her anti-blackness, Dani Leigh is a woman in society, and I care about women in society and women's issues. The way that DaBaby treated the mother of his child is despicable, and it was so vile in so many ways. Like, he is the breadwinner of that family, and he not only let her down, he let his own child down, which is disgusting. Like, it is really toxic behavior that is very prevalent in the Black male community. I don't know. I would hope so much better for Dani Leigh and her family. You know, like, bringing a child into the world is not a small feat. And I think she was either pregnant or the baby was like very small when he just put her out on the street, and that's fucking disgusting. And I think that the fact that, you know, DaBaby is the father of that child, and Dani Leigh, as much as she might want him to be dead to her, and she might really feel that way, and I think that's okay, that's valid. I'm happy that she's starting the conversation about how she really feels. But I think some of the sort of toxic things I see coming up that I hope that she gets support with is, like, really, first of all, caring about how her father and whoever her other family members feel about DaBaby. That does not matter at all. And honestly, I think it's something that as a woman I've had to really learn how to take that shit out. Like, when you choose to be in a relationship with a person as a woman, that is your own fucking choice. Like, what other people think, how other people feel, other people's opinions, it does not matter. Like, if you care about the input of your family so much, then you should be like having a lot of those conversations before you start sleeping with somebody, before you start dating them. Definitely before you have a kid with them. We're having quite a lot of conversations around like marriage now, but that's kind of the whole point, right? Vetting and dating. And DaBaby has been very clear about like his misogynistic, capitalist ways for a while, kind of just saying really mean things. Like, it's, you know, there are mean men and women in society. I personally have said some mean shit. So, like, if you've heard some mean shit that I said in the past, well, then don't look at me and expect me to, like, all of a sudden overnight just change and be like, oh, well, she's actually this great person. Like, no, I've said mean shit in the past, but the baby has too in this case. So it's kind of like Dani Leigh knew what she was signing up for, right? So the fact that she gaslit all of that shit in herself, because, like, she's been there. She's seen the same shit that we've seen. She probably has seen worse because she was living with him and she's sleeping with him, right? Like, so, man, like, I think she probably let quite a lot of her guards down to feel like this guy was good when he wasn't. And now she has to co-parent with this guy for a very long time. And I just feel like she's going to need quite a lot of support that's probably much different than the support that she has now. And I hope that she gets it. And I really hope that she takes a step away from her kind of like family's maybe biased toward the baby because of mean things that he's done in the past, and really she starts to like focus and dial in on whatever it is that could potentially be positive for that child. Because Dani Leigh is now a mother in the world, and the baby has done some awful shit. And if she doesn't kind of like take the reins here and make it better, it ain't gonna get better. And we're probably gonna just witness like more and more toxicity. So just my 2 cents.